I think I need to start by next guest. Welcome. Thanks for having me.
She's a little girl. Wait, let's do the official introduction first. Starting the American Pie films. Taylor Schilling from the Oscar-winning film Argo. Very good morning. Was that all right?
Oh.
Did that pass?
Okay? I quite enjoyed that. Okay. So.
Or offend the nation.
Really, that's what happened. No, I just like being here. I'm having so much fun in London.
Oh, I do like a good quiz. You weren't sure. I had to.
Kiss 92.5, that is Imagine Dragons Radioactive. Good morning, it's 7:08. This is the Roz and Mocha Show. Commercial-free Monday. What's going down?
I'm so in love with Orange is the New Black. And I'm in love with everything about Orange is the New Black. I'm in love with the way that you guys release the show. I'm in love with the characters.
Are you talking to us now? Like
yes.
We're on the air.
Yes. Are you okay to be? Yes.
No, I'm really good. I just didn't know if we were in real life or,
yes.
or radio life.
Sort of. It's real life.
It's all
a private
life.
Conversation.
Yeah. Don't say the F word, because I'm never used to that.
Fun.
That F word you can say all day. Good morning, Taylor Schilling and Uzo Aduba. Good morning. Welcome to the Roz and Mocha.
Taylor, we have a question from the PaleyFest app for you.
Wow.
If you would like to ask more questions.
That's really
Taylor, did you really eat all those jalapenos for Red's back lotion?
Yes, I want to know the answer.
I bit a real one. I did. I don't know why I did that. If I did that, if I had to do, I was really, I'm such a method actor.
Yes.
I did bite some, and then I needed to stop doing it. So they gave me green peppers instead.
So were those real tears in that one scene?
Oh my God!
There were real tears.
The snapshots.
Yeah, I got snotty. I mean, I got some good snotty for you.
That sounds exciting, yeah. More rain scene, more drama. Yeah.
I'm sure everyone's going to enjoy your work. I can't give too much away, but I guess after Larry dies in the third it's crazy, Piper, it's a lot for her to handle, but then that leaves it wide open for Alex, obviously, and but then I'm still in the show, don't worry, because there's flashbacks, so Larry, things, in attempting to sort of decomplicate things, is that a word? It is now. Masturbating. We were talking earlier about how I masturbate and everything I'm in. And how I'm a great on-screen masturbator and off-screen. But really, I'm the only one who can judge that. But I'm an expert at it. But maybe we call it masturbating. Anyway, Larry, things get even more complicated. And I think Larry, in season 1 made some decisions that some people might see as questionable. I see it as him trying to take care of himself. But he makes some more decisions that will directly affect the relationship with Piper. So.
Okay, intriguing.
Is there the role you're most recognized for, or is there another role that you think you're the most recognized for?
I mean, I think it's this for sure.
Right.
I did this movie called The Lucky One with Zac Efron.
In which you had the difficult assignment of kissing Zac Efron, I believe.
It was rough.
Yeah.
It was really...
Welcome to the show. Now we're going to conduct a hard-hitting interview.
Did you find that when you're signing on to a new show like this, nobody really knew that it was going to take off? And I'm sure you all negotiated what you would be willing to do and what you wouldn't be willing to do based on a show that was not even on the air yet. Because I'm watching this new season, and it seems to me that people are willing to do a whole lot more because the show was a hit than what they were in the first season. Because the sex scenes in season 2 are next level.
Oh.
They don't seem like... They don't seem like something that people would have signed on to, not knowing whether the show was a hit or not, but maybe might consider...
What sex scenes were there? When that sex contest? Is that what you're talking about?
Sex contest? Kimiko.
I'm going to do it with my hands. I'm going to do it with my hands. Okay, ready?
Okay.
This one.
Oh!
Right? Okay? This one. That one.
Yeah,
right?
that's totally right.
Yes. Next level.
Next level.
Fair.
Next level.
By the way,
Yes.
that part of the interview is totally being filmed for our website, kiss925.com.
Yes. Okay. So, but
You
it
can also
seems
check that out on
that
your
you guys are
laptops.
all willing to do a little bit more.
All of us?
Or not, maybe not all of
Yeah.
you, but because the show is a hit, do you feel that way? That now you're a little bit willing to do maybe more?
It's the only show where the actors start out more glamorous before they go through the work.
Right. Yeah. It's like, no, that's what we talk about. It's like I go into makeup and I feel like the makeup artist on the show just really wants me to feel loved, so she spends a lot of time.
Yeah.
with
But like
a brush
doing
at my
nothing, like a
face.
clean
You're
brush.
putting Vaseline on.
Really taking it off.
Yeah.
She really is just like, oh, it's nice. It kind of matches the color of the circles under your eyes. That's how.
It's seriously the only show that like adds to like the dark circles. They're like, this is great. Like, purple under your eyes. You're like, throw a sister bone. Can you cover this dimple?
Mine to make me feel good with the photo.
I get we're authentic.
Doing something special.
Before I throw some questions to the crowd, because I think they're quite keen, I want to talk to you about the kind of Netflix experience, because for me it's quite a revolutionary way of watching things, isn't it? I mean, do you all kind of watch on your laptops and sort of follow you around the house like it does with me? I mean, how does your Netflix experience work for you guys? You watch other shows?
No, I just did that with House of Cards. Right. And it's so fun that you just don't stop, and it's on your iPad, and the thing comes up. It's like, yes, I'm gonna watch the next one.
I like when it does the little countdown. Your next episode will start
in 10 seconds. I'm like, oh shit, what can I get? I mean, I can press pause, but I'm like, no, I can't. I have to just, I gotta piss in 10 seconds. I gotta let it play right in, you know?
It's like instant gratification, isn't it?
No. I don't know if Teddy is even a character. You also understand you used to be a nanny in New York City.
Yes.
What was that
for a long
like?
time. I mean, a lot of adventures.
I bet.
A lot of adventures.
Who was the worst kid ever?
Well, there was one kid who...
No, we need a name.
I mean, I never babysat for any bad kids. I babysat for some characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love them all. I had one little guy who's really into Michael Jackson, and so we'd have to have a lot of like dance breaks on the street.
Oh my God.
we couldn't.
Is that how he danced like Michael Jackson?
And it had to be on the street in front of other people. See, that's my nightmare.
Right.
No, he couldn't. He couldn't. We had to. He didn't want to stop.
He didn't want to. All right. So, I would have resigned from that job.
Is so held by Genji, the woman who created it, her vision, Genji Kohan. Like, I trust her so deeply that, and I think she has such a great track record that people are really willing. Like, when Genji says jump, it's sort of like, okay, how high? You know what I mean?
Did you guys follow along on Twitter?
How many movies do you want?
Take your shirt off. How much?
Pediatric facility in Rockland County. That Rockland County,
Are you clapping for Rockland County or Children's Psychiatric Ward?
But it's shocking how much a facility used to house sick children looks exactly like a prison and feels like one too. It's
scary.
Creepy. Yeah. Sad.
But again, it looks authentic, it looks real, and it looks great on camera.
Yeah, and you can like feel the pain in the walls. Like that building is lived in and probably full of asbestos.
But the kitchen. The kitchen is the best set.
She's sure. This is a good stuff. I mean, Michael Shaw, who does our production design, is a genius. And I'm especially amused when the women are on set and it's like, this is so gross. It's like, it's actually not. That's painted on gross. It's not real gross.
Right. I get confused.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really gross looking. But in real talk now.
Between Taylor and the app.
Hi there. Love the show. Very excited for this next season, got to say. So,
the tailor, basically, you've obviously had some really, really harrowing scenes, and I don't even know how you get through it.
Yeah.
But are there times at night when you go home you have nightmares about what's going on? I mean...
Kinda. I mean, I definitely go home and I can't sleep. I'm like, whew! Like, what do I do? How do I stop with this? You know? Thank you. I know you do. Thank you. Yeah. It's the kind of thing where it's certainly a character, and it's my job, and I love to do it, and I don't quite know. My brain does allow me to go in and sort of do these things and then come home and eat dinner and make stupid jokes, So.
On Twitter, the weekend that Orange is the New Black was available to everybody on Netflix, did you guys see what was going on? Because that's how people watch television now, right? They just binge watch the entire season over the course of the weekend, and then everyone's tweeting about it.
Yeah.
Did you follow along with the trend that was happening that weekend?
The Twitter Twatter tweeting?
Yeah.
Twitter Twatter. I tried to, and then I got overwhelmed by it. I was like,
Yeah.
I get overwhelmed by Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joining us this morning are two of the show's stars. Taylor Schilling plays the lead character, Piper Chapman, and Uzo Aduba, Suzanne Crazy Eyes Warren. Welcome to you both. Thanks for coming on the show this morning, and congratulations. This has just been such a runaway favorite hit, almost cult following at this point. I can't believe since when they released season 2, how many people are talking about binge watching. You must, I mean, you're caught up in all of this.
We are. We really are. I mean, it's pretty amazing, the response. It feels so,
Orange is the New Black? Yeah. This show is such a huge success. It's so much fun to watch. And have you been to prison? Because your character in it is in prison. I don't mean, have you been arrested? I mean, did you do research in a prison?
I did, yeah. After we shot the first season, I went with the woman who plays the real Piper, the Piper Kerman, and we went to Rikers Island together, to the women's prison camp there, and I got a chance to meet with a lot of the ladies. And
See, we were talking during the break. We both don't think we would do very well in prison.
We would not survive in prison.
It's a big fear of mine that I've somehow done something wrong that's going to get discovered and I'm going to get sent to prison.
I have to tell you, I just recently, this is completely going rogue right now, but I went, recently I was walking down the street and a cop car pulled up next to me and was like, "Taylor Schilling!" And I was like, oh my God.
It's going down.
I thought it was like endings. I feel like people might like be upset with me because I'm doing the show about the prison system. And these like two blonde girls, like, police officers, bless their hearts, we're like, oh my God, we love your show.
Did they say that over? Did they say, oh my God, we love the show over the loudspeaker?
No, they rolled down the windows, but I felt like so badly because I couldn't even pull it together to be like, hey, thanks.
Right.
I was so scared, and then they just drove away.
Yeah. So tell us about inside prison. What's the worst part of inside prison? Would Anderson and I survive?
Maybe not.
Right.
No, I agree.
Maybe not. I mean, I think you probably would.
See, I think Kelly would. I think Kelly would be great.
I think you probably
Why are you serving me up to go to jail? If I go, you're going with me.
No.
Because if I've done something wrong, it's because of you.
No.
He made me do it.
I'm quoting a Whitney Houston song. If the feds come, will you say that they're your guns? That's not quite the wording, but that's the
Something
general
like
idea.
That. Yes.
Oh my God. That's funny.
Sorry. Speaking of going rogue, anyway, we have to take.
Hi, everyone. I really was looking forward to the show and devoured it within like 24 hours of it being released. But when I was talking to all my friends about it, even friends who really enjoyed the show, one common criticism I kept hearing was that they felt that Piper was really narcissistic or whiny, where I found her really relatable. And if my waspy ass was in prison, I'd probably be pretty similar. But I saw that a lot of the same criticism was also leveraged against the book, and wanted to kind of see what your take on that was.
Why can't a character on TV be narcissistic and whiny? Yeah. Why does everyone have to be perfect? We all have our moments of bad behavior and not putting our best face forward, and why shouldn't that be
about it, you know?
So, do you find, Uzo, that you have to act more sane in real life than maybe you might be comfortable with?
Am I seeming sane now?
No, because you're very sane. But I imagine when you play a character like that, like you can't do anything wacky, or they'll be like, "See, he's really crazy."
Yeah, crazy.
Do you find that you have to come off the exact opposite of what you do, just so people know how bloody good of an actor you are?
No, I don't think. No, do you feel? I don't think so. I don't feel so. Like, I think
because you know what it's like. People like when you're a villain on television, you'll walk down the street and somebody go, "Screw you, man! What are you?" People get confused between the character and the person all the time on television.
I think that's kind of and especially for the work that all of us are doing.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine if we just just sort of wrangle the crazy person and it was like just hit that mark.
Yeah.
Turn the camera.
Yeah, let her do whatever.
We got her. She's doing the thing with her eyes.
But you have to understand.
You know what I mean? It's kind of
but people.
I understand
but you're
where
that
coming
good. You're that good.
And Taylor Schilling, who plays Piper, and Uzo Aduba, Crazy Eyes, join us now. Such fans,
Hi,
we both are.
fans.
Thanks for coming in.
Oh my God. So when you guys came in, you sat down and you saw that picture. It took you way back to season 1, and I said, "Little did you know."
Yeah.
And you didn't know that it was going to become this huge success, did you? No.
When I remember that photo shoot, we were just messing around. We're like, this is funny.
Yeah, we're like, we're in a bathroom.
There were bathroom stalls. They were real rickety too. We were jumping all over them, and they were like the toilets kept coming off because we kept bouncing on the toilets.
Yes. And like peeking around the corner.
Yeah.
From the beginning, when you called her dandelion, like you were thinking that you were going to be wise, you're going to be together, and you're standoffish, and because you're trying to get used to this whole prison thing, you're becoming close. Looking at that for this second season, do you get closer in third, or are you allowed to talk about that?
Well, definitely not allowed to talk.
We don't even know. Yeah. We don't have a clue. I mean, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But I hope so.
I would like that.
Maybe we'll be wives again.
Yes, that would be delicate and floral. Yes.
So tell me about
talk to you guys a little bit about that. The term "gay for the stay" has come up, and I'm curious.
It's coming up.
It's fluid on the show. Yeah. And I just wanted to toss this out there to when you guys are reading the scenes and going through what they're going through and their journey, what's important to you to present, and what do you want to bring to those scenes?
Boobies.
Yeah, that's it. More titties. Granny panties.
Yeah.
Titties. No.
Prison bras with no underwear.
Yeah.
I think there's a beautiful story there about comfort, about connection. That's really what's happening for us personally and for our characters. I think that's a really beautiful part of the story, that people are coming together because that's what humans need, funnily enough. You're locked away, you search for a family, you create a family, you find a mother, you need that.
The mother doesn't have a lot of sex.
She might. We don't know that.
Is that any quest?
We don't know that. Genji, get onto it.
Genji, I'm curious about this regarding, excuse me, about the sex and the female sex.
Yes.
It's so emotional as opposed to male.
So serious.
And it translates that way, don't you think, on our show? Well,
I don't know if it's always emotional for Big Boo. I mean, sex for Big Boo is really different.
Well, sex for Big Boo is a different thing.
Big Boo, is Big Boo here?
Boo.
She's somewhere. Hey,
She knows how to make an entrance, right?
Tell me about it.
That was planned, by the way. We planned that.
It's hilarious.
We were talking about your sex life.
My favorite subject. If I could get a mic on, we'll find out.
I think you don't need one.
No. As many Broadway shows you've done?
Oh, is it on? Here we go. I just want to say that I hope I have a lot of sex tonight. I want to double something that Laverne said about the conversation that people are having about butches now as well.
Wow.
Go on. Usually, I mean, I can't believe what's happened for me in my life. I've been this out person for a long time. But usually, when a 16-year-old boy walks up to me on the street, it's to spit in my face and call me dyke. And now, it's to hug me and tell me how much he loves Orange is the New Black. And that's a fucking awesome thing.
And also to ask her to sign his screwdriver. That's been big. Didn't someone chase you down the street to sign his screwdriver? Or her?
It's happened so many times now, I actually started counting. At this point, it's 44. I'm kidding. I've signed 44 screwdrivers. Oh, excuse me, are you guys walking around with screwdrivers?
See Taylor, like, and it's just like the way in which, like, who she is, like, the steadiness, you know what I mean?
I think
She's
you
a
could do
steady
prison.
person.
Like, I watch you and I'm like, you do all right.
In the show?
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, no, like right now. Like,
oh yeah, I'm pretty resilient.
Yeah,
I'm pretty resilient. I probably would figure something out.
oof.
She's a smart cookie.
I spend my Sunday mornings watching prison
Smart girl.
watching prison documentaries. Nothing terrifies me more in the world than prison.
Well, that's a good thing.
Nothing
I mean, it's
terrifies
a
me
terrifying
more.
place. I mean, for all joking aside, it's a pretty horrific system, and it's terrible.
Didn't you go to a prison?
I did.
Right?
Yeah, I went. We went to Rikers.
Yeah, that's right.
Piper and I.
Rikers?
Yeah, we went.
That is a scare. You hear stories about Rikers Island.
Yeah.
I mean, it was terrifying. And you know what else? I never even told you. I'm thinking about this. I lost my prison pass.
No, while you were there?
Yes. I can't believe I haven't thought of that until I talked to you. We were leaving and I lost, like, you get a prison pass and somehow, if you know me, I tend to do things like this. I left it somewhere in the prison and then they couldn't let me out of the, yeah.
So some inmate is probably out because of that pass now.
Yeah.
We're like, I'm Taylor Swift.
Yeah, it was a big deal.
Thank you.
Taylor, I was just wondering, like, which part of the character... Sorry.
Oh, we thought the mic had to be passed first. Didn't know you was going to go.
Taylor, I was just wondering what part of Piper's character you enjoy playing the most, like the innocent, vulnerable one at the start of season 1, like the bitch at the end of season 2, and like crazy lady at the start of season 2.
The
crazy lady at the start of this episode.
Well, you know what my favorite thing about Piper is that there's a chance to touch on all those different elements of somebody. And that's really what's fun for me at work, is being able to explore all those different parts. And that's just what is such a gift of this role and this world. And, you know, being in this place with all of these characters is that all these different elements of who she is are able to come into play. And even parts that she didn't even know existed. And I think that's really exciting also to watch someone surprise themselves and to be put into kind of such hot water for such extreme circumstances that parts of who they are start to emerge, parts that they didn't even know were there. And I think, so I guess that's such a long fucking answer. I'm so sorry. I think my answer is I like them all.
Tell me about the pie. Tell me about the scene with the pie.
Oh my gosh. I have to say, first of all, that was exciting to do and to shoot and read, but really, honestly, truly, it was exciting to do, but it was really charged because of my two castmates in that scene. We had Taylor Schilling, obviously, and Laura Prepon. And I mean, I just felt for Laura a lot. Like, Taylor and I were on, like, the safe side of it. We were the ones, like, over here, like, okay, we're not having pie thrown at us, but like having to throw that at Laura, I was like, I am so sorry. Like every single take, and like, I don't know, I just was dying.
But that one line that you say, I threw my pie for you,
yeah,
it just went crazy. People loved that. And I was reading, now I think, is this a tweet that you had copied? I'm not sure this, you can tell me. But it says, Crazy Pies Food Truck Tour, Friday through Sunday.
I saw that.
A truck inspired by the line. You saw this and you retweeted it.
I saw that in the Times. And I put, oh my God, I love it when my tweets get mentioned. I tweeted that yesterday.
So we picked it up and it says, so the article basically says, I threw my pie for you, delivered by the character Suzanne Moore, known as Crazy Eyes, and played by Uzo Aduba on the Netflix series Orange is the New Black, will be traveling around New York City, doling out free fruit-flavored hand pies and ice cream cones.
Yeah. They had
Isn't that crazy? I was like, ooh, you're famous now.
No.
I mean, really, it's like you've hit the big time. There's a food truck.
There's a food truck.
Like, in your honor.
In my honor. And I said, I was like, I wonder if people are going around throwing pie for you. Did you see my tweet? I was like, they're just like throwing pies for Piper.
This is just such a crazy phenomenon, this show. People are just loving it, talking about it everywhere. There was so much excitement when everybody found out you were coming in on the show. So thank you. And good luck with the rest of season 3. We'll be binge watching season 2 until then.
Awesome.
And take care. Continued success to both of you.
Season 2 of Orange is the New Black. But I'm wondering, was there ever any moments just before you got to get into this, you know, some of these scenes were fairly intense that you look at each other and you crack up? Some funny things that happened on set?
Oh my God.
Silence.
That happened.
Yeah. Or I wonder too, like what you're saying, if you are going to have really intense, nasty scene with somebody, like you kind of say, I love you and I don't mean this in any way, and then like go for it in the scene.
Oh my gosh. How do we do that? Do we talk about it? I don't think it's sort of like the way, like our set is really great. We all sort of come all primed and ready to work sort of. So there's sort of like kind of just like go and you like jump into the ring and then afterwards
that is amazing. Orange is the New Black. There's a Whole Other Hole is my favorite episode of television I think I've seen in years.
Which episode was that?
There's a Whole Other Hole, number
4. Was it 4 or 5?
I think number 4 or 5. It's so hard to tell because Netflix just starts them, and then I don't know where I am. I'm just lost in the Orange is the New Black vortex, and I don't know where I started and where I finished off.
Yes.
Was there this sex contest happening during that one?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, well.
Tasty backstory or Morello backstory?
Guys.
Whose backstory is it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
And it's your favorite?
You know which one it is. It's hysterical. It is. Well, it's so hard to tell. No, listen. You know what I mean when there's a Whole Other Hole. What episode I'm talking about, right?
Well, if they kind of get get blurred together. In
Okay.
Oh,
Mirror in the shower.
Yeah. Okay. So Laverne, when she's teaching the
yes. Yes. Okay. There's a lot of hand movements going on here, right? You know what I mean, right?
Season 2 of Orange is the New Black is now available on Netflix.
There's a whole other hole.
Taylor Schilling and Uzo Aduba, thank you guys so much for coming to Toronto and hanging out on the Roz and Mocha Show. We really, really appreciate it.
You guys are great.
Yes. Thank you.
Roz and Mocha in the morning on Kiss 92.5.
A few more down here. You've worked with a lot of great directors on the show, but what was it like working with Jodie Foster and getting directed by Jodie Foster?
I think I got gypped. When she came, I literally had like one line. Really.
You know, you could probably write to her.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
She might come back next year.
Maybe.
I masturbated in front of her.
You masturbated.
I masturbated. And masturbated.
I mean, amazing. She's an icon. She in every capacity, you know, as a director, as a producer, as a writer, as an actor, obviously, and to have her breadth of experience kind of focused on us was so extraordinary, and I was so when she came. I like couldn't even, but she came to like visit one day, and I think Jason and I were working together, and it was like, so Jodie Foster is in mini Are we all aware of this?
There's someone that looks just like Jodie Foster. It's the weirdest thing, you guys.
On the back, the gentleman in the plaid shirt. That's you.
And the plaid, that's plaid.
Hi, not only is the show amazing because there are so many women in the cast, but I just wanted to give a shout out to the women of color. I think the show has just done an amazing job showing diversity. One of the things we see very early on is that Crazy Eyes takes a liking to Piper. If you were in prison, which of your fellow castmates would you make your prison wife?
Go down the line.
So glad I picked you.
I think he's asking everybody.
Genji,
everybody, right?
the question was for you.
I'm behind
everybody, right?
I think we should go down the line.
Good idea.
Yeah. I think everybody should take it.
You know, I would polygamy.
I agree.
Everyone. In my bed.
I suck at that. Really great.
Get down to me.
I
was joking.
I think we'd all say the same thing. Yeah,
I
it's
know.
like,
What are you gonna say to that?
We'd
That's
all
hard.
say polygamy.
It's true. How can you choose?
I mean, I have a wife, so I don't know what any of you are talking about. My character has a wife too, but I'll say Alex.
Who would you pick?
Love you, girl.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sitting here next to Yal. What am I, you know?
It's a little awkward.
I mean, you're the only one I want, okay?
I saw the end of the season. I saw what you did with her.
Listen, I just need a little action on the side.
I didn't even know I was sitting
keep our
together.
marriage
You guys
fresh.
were going through some hard times. So was I. We had a moment.
All right, everything's so pathetic.
And on that note, I would like to thank the cast of Orange is the New Black. And you guys for coming. Thank you so much. The only person not having enough sex, I think, is Jason Biggs' character.
But as we all know, he masturbates all the time.
It's a party of one. Which leads me to my next question.
Biggs, what are you doing?
Oh, my God.
Jason.
What?
He's having an orgasm right now.
Sorry, I'll be okay.
What is your take on Larry?
What's funny, honestly, is I thought you were going to say that we all know the only person not having a lot of sex is Jason Biggs. Which is also true. But, no, go ahead, I'm sorry.
What is your take on Jason? Do you...
I have a few thoughts. Kind of handsome, a little quirky, funny at times. Not a bad actor, not the best. You know, I think he hasn't, filled into the potential that he has. I think he's got a future, but he may have peaked. I think.
Oh, my God.
What do you want for Larry? What do you want for him in season 2?
See, I know what happens in season 2, so.
Which is what I'm trying to.
Yeah, I'll answer for you guys. Well, season 2, for Larry, it's really,